Welcome into the Stanford Cardinal Dynasty, where today we have another rendition of a very old rivalry dating back to 1925, where our Stanford Cardinal and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish first met, and today could help solidify our Cardinal in the Pac-12 Championship and the playoffs. But it will be no easy feat. The 7-4 22nd ranked Fighting Irish have played in 9 one-score games this season. They have one blowout win against Nebraska, 36-6. And they've been blown out themselves, 35-14 to current number 1 ranked Ohio State. Jabari Iwuoma returns as the senior starting at quarterback for the Fighting Irish, and he's just gotten better. Last year, he nearly threw for 3,000 yards passing. Today, he would need about 356 to reach that mark, but he is averaging more yards per game, completion percentage still holding a very high mark, and his touchdown to interception ratio has just improved. But it's not just passing you have to worry about with Iwuoma. He leads the Fighting Irish in rushing yards on 100 carries, 500 yards. He has 6 touchdowns. He has fumbled twice. They also will very much get Tyrell Folk involved, the redshirt freshman. But it's not just Iwuoma leading this Fighting Irish. Lyle Davies, the junior receiver out of Washington, Maryland, with 944 yards on 67 grabs, he has 8 touchdowns. Greg Stern, 9 more touchdowns, and they will also look to go to Gregory Abbott quite often. He has their best average of yards per reception. And on the defensive front, they've got a lot of big guys as well. Artie Wooten and Josh Fowler lead them in tackles. TFLs, they got Cross, Bayless, and Tomjak. And when it comes to pass rush, you could add Dorian Hendricks to that list, Bayless and Cross above him. They do force some interceptions. And their kicker, he's been phenomenal. Miles Orakpo has hit some long ones in seasons past. This year, just 49, and that means we got to keep them well away from the midfield area. But coming into this game, Coach Barrington wanted to give his team a little bit more of an edge to them. He let them know currently they don't have a single player in the running for Player of the Year. They're not even looking at Coach Barrington for Coach of the Year. And the heart and soul of this team in Montrell Dog is not even being considered for the Best Running Back Award. And that is with him leading all running backs in rushing yards by more than 100. He also has 9 touchdowns, but that does not put him into the argument for the top 3. So perhaps today, get him some touchdowns, and he might jump up the board. And did we mention it is senior day in Palo Alto? That raises the stakes even more, as it's a booming kick to get us underway. Ball travels out of the back of the end zone. It'll be the 25 where the offense will head on out. Stanford got the better of them the last time. This is a new season, a different season, even though it is coming to a close. Montrell Avant out at quarterback to start today, the senior quarterback of this team. He hands it off to senior running back in Montrell Dog. No gain as York meets him. They go RPO right back to Dog, running through some defenders for 5. And that'll leave the Cardinals still 5 behind the first down marker. At the 30, 2 receivers go to the left-hand side. With a quick flip, they get Gomez. Had to adjust to the throw, and the ref is not going to mark it a first down. Cardinal very much not getting the home field advantage with that call. Offense stays on the field goal line set, and Montrell Avant rolls over the center for the first. Of course, Coach Barrington being one of the more aggressive coaches, keeping his offense out there. A fresh set of downs as they go Montrell Dog, who runs through the arm tackle of the big DT. He'll pick up 4 for the Cardinal and get a breather as Thompson checks in. They go his way, get the blocks to the second level for an extra few. And it does leave the Cardinals still behind the chains here. They need 3 more. At the 43, hand it off to Thompson. And again short. This time, though, much more understanding call. Offense stays on the field, though, as it's the weak eye. Montrell Dog right down the middle with a gashing play. He's rumbling to the outside at the numbers and dragged down at the 21. A massive play for the senior, converts for the Cardinal. They're just outside the red zone. Thompson checks back in. And now they're looking downfield, and it's intercepted. Avant forced the throw to Kramer, who was in double coverage, maybe put some height on it, and the tight end could try to make a play. Instead, Caleb McDaniels picks him off, and not to be mean to the senior on senior day, but that is the exact kind of play that got him benched in the first place. Fighting Irish take over at the 18 as they hand it off. A hard tackle there from Tim Easy. He just stuck his shoulder pad right into the thigh of the running back, who picked up 5 in the process. Play action and rolling all the way, toss it outside, and Tuttle with the tackle. But Iwuoma finds his tight end, a first down for the Irish. They're at the 29 with 2 spread either side. Hard count, no one jumps. And a perfect throw beating the coverage of senior. It takes some guts to throw that one when the receiver hasn't even broke by the linebacker yet. Pays off for the Irish, and a broken up ball, Antonio Asher. Another senior here on the defense. Expect him to have a big game. Sony Fotu, player of the week last week. Haven't seen him make a play yet. Throw outside, and Abbott gets the catch. I'll bring up a 3rd and 1 here for the Irish. More about half a yard. Hard count. Not sure who jumped first, but they are going to get Sony Fotu. Didn't quite see it from my angle in the booth, but if anything, it was maybe a slight movement. 1st and 10, it's a free first down and chopping out the running back. A good answer back from the Cardinal. Folk maybe back to the line, maybe not. Looks like a long 10 here. As they go right back to him, he gets a good cut. Patient running to pick up 2. Sony Fotu eventually finds him. It brings up a 3rd and 8. As they go with a drop, second running back checks in, but Thad Smith is all over him. We'll drop him at the 38. We talked about Arakpo and his strong leg. This being about a 55-yarder would be a season long. And he probably could have hit that from about 58, 59. Clean down the middle. Really anything from about the 40 or beyond, that is field goal range. Cardinal hit the field. It's Gordon Draft back in at quarterback. They gave Avant 1 drive. He threw a pick. Expect to only see him in maybe some certain scenarios from here on out, but they gave the senior the start. 2nd and 9. Montrell Dog down in the backfield. Big play, Carl Cross. Makes it 3rd and 12 with an empty set here for Draft. We'll just look to step up, and he's going to look to run. Getting the first down, taking a hit as he crossed the line to gain. Both of these quarterbacks will look to run today as we run ourselves out of time in the first quarter. It is 3-0. Fighting Irish capitalized with a field goal off the interception from Montrell Avant, getting the start here on senior day. Well, now the ball is back in the hands of Gordon Draft and the typical starters here for the Stanford Cardinal. Get the second quarter underway. It's about a gain of 1 for Dog. Notre Dame has themselves 2 big boys down the middle. They're going to look to stop the league's leading rusher in Montrell Dog. Where they roll, and a toss up for and brought down by Moses. What a play in 1v1. And perhaps a little bit of a statement with considering what the last throw was. For the 1st and 10, they're down to the 32 as they look for number 32. Gets corralled, caught up from behind, no gain. So 2nd and 10, 2 receivers go to the left-hand side, 2 tight ends to the right. As they pass underneath Blouse, he gets the catch, gain of 4. And that still leaves the Cardinal with 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down at the 29. 2 spread either side. It's read option. Draft is tackled for a loss. A linebacker read it the whole way. So Sam Ritter to try to tie this game up. And he pulls it just left. He had the strength. The accuracy, not so much. And that's 2 decent drives for the Cardinal that go empty-handed. Very well could be 6-3 or perhaps even 7-3. Well, the Irish on top with a check down for 4. They find Folk. 2nd and 6. Going back to the passing game. And Iwuoma throws it deep downfield, and both the receiver and the safety miss it. Not sure the last time I saw that happen in college football, but answering right back, Schlegel beat in the man v man in Notre Dame. takes a 10-0 lead as they answer back from the miscue on the deep ball throw. Iwuoma finds Meeks, and now the Cardinal need to find some points here. 5:45 left here in the first half, and it is 10-0. Throw to the outside is wide open for Emmanuel Gomez. Draft was challenged to throw a couple games ago, and it ended up working out pretty well. Might be the challenge here as he goes out to the screen to Moses. We'll pick up 3. The main thing the Cardinal have to worry about here or try to fix is the stacked box of Notre Dame. As it opens up here, Dog first down. And that's where they'll find their most success if they could get Dog rumbling. Hasn't had much space out the gate. Go with the check down here to Aneni. Good tackle comes down from the corner. Leaves it about a gain of 4 for the Stanford Cardinal. Back in pistol goes Draft, one receiver either side. Blauset with a slight motion as they let this play develop. Going his way, he gets the catch in tight coverage. A very risky throw, especially considering it was cross-body, but 1st and 10 at the 40. And now they go with a triple option. Flip it out to Doug a little bit later. He's got the first down. And down to the 23. Cardinal marching with a 1st and 10. They threw into a tight window. It's the second pick on the day for McDaniels. Irish knew exactly what the Cardinal were looking to do there. And already with a 10-point lead, about 2.5 minutes left in the half, Irish offense takes over. Iwuoma with a big opportunity here to try to really take a strong lead. They go with a check down, a weak ankle tackle. And it's a gain of almost the first down, though. Markham just shy of the line to gain, 2nd and inches. Should be the final play before the break. And it's a 1st down for the Irish. 2 minutes left. Both teams have 3 timeouts. Iwuoma, he's had a clean pocket today. Steps up as he looks downfield. Schlegel gets the pick. Exactly what the Cardinal needed. Another play left in 1v1. And they need to find points off of this. And they don't have to rush things either. 1:54, they've got 3 timeouts, but they've got to play clean. That's the whole problem they had today. They just haven't played very cleanly. Though they keep getting baited, almost finding Lanier. The cover guys here at Notre Dame, they're doing very well. They sink until that guy pops open, then they drop back, and they disrupt the passing window or disrupt the pass. Carl Cross once again arrives, and it's 3rd and 10 at the 21 for the Cardinal. 1:45 as they'll look to pass the ball to the outside. This time they find Blauset. That was the same play that they threw the interception on last drive. They go hurry up. A little bit of some off coverage, but not playing too far off. Rolling, throwing, and caught Gomez. Cardinal moving up the field here. They're to the 46. 2 spread either side as the safety walks down. They look downfield, and it's caught George Ball. Again, a 1v1 has typically gone the way of the Cardinal today. They still have yet to find the end zone as we're inside a minute left. They stick with a 2 spread look. And going with the check down here, there's George Ball with a burst of speed. He's out at about the 14. Just like that, they're back into scoring range. 40 seconds left. Still sticking with that 2 spread. Thompson, the running back, and it's a 3rd pick to McDaniels. That should have been a touchdown. The ball was underthrown. So far, McDaniels, the player of the game. He sets them up around the 44. They need about 20, 25 yards to be in field goal range for Arakpo. Every time, Cardinal gets so close, and they just mess up. And they got to find a way to bounce back. Strong defensive play here to end the half would definitely help out. But a quick strike right down the seam. Very much inside field goal range here. 26 seconds left. They call their first timeout. Another turnover here for the Cardinal could be huge as they throw down a big hit at the sideline. Marcock just lit him up. They're going to say it's a loss of 1. Second timeout is called. They have 1 more remaining. Cassius Sampson around the edge, and Schlegel with another pick. We're just going back and forth here as he's going to be tracked down about the 22. Very much outside of field goal range here, but with 11 seconds left, maybe you got time for a couple big plays. as long as you don't throw a pick. But taking the sack, that will send us into halftime. A lot of self-inflicted wounds here for the Cardinal, and it's still just a 10-0 game. Schlegel has stepped up big here with a couple interceptions that have kept the Cardinal in this game. But they've got to take advantage of their opportunities. They've been down inside scoring range several times, and they've thrown interceptions each of those times, all going to McDaniels. It's been a dominant game for him. Cardinal are going to start off on defense to start the second half, and they're going to have to get a stop and a touchdown drive. With decent field position, the Irish will start at the 29. If they get by the 40, they are in field goal range. That is the struggle here for the Cardinal. They really cannot allow many yards at all. Oh, good job to Kiki to fly over there and get the tackle. A gain of 5 on first down leaves 2nd and 5. As they go with a hard count, read option. Sampson couldn't bring him down. It's a first down for Iwuoma. That is the problem they're running into with this Notre Dame offense, and mostly Iwuoma. They haven't been able to get their pass rush going. Folk not going to go anywhere, though. Good rally in the backfield. No gain. Leaves 2nd and 10. It's a pistol look as they go back to the read option, and upending him is Pua. I'll leave them with 6 more needed on third. A big play here for the Stanford Cardinal. As he has all the time to dance around, he looks to bail to the outside. Thad Smith slips, and it's a first down scramble. Cardinal had him where they needed him. They had the spy set up, but Smith just didn't make the play. So look to pass here. Under pressure, he throws out of it. Cardinal sent their speedster in the slot corner. Marcock was a track athlete in high school. He had the speed to get back there. 2nd and 10. Throws to their tight end. Another first down. And this was the problem that we saw early on in the season for the Cardinal against Georgia as well as TCU. They just couldn't slow down the offenses. And play action again. Iwuoma gets it out. That time Carlisle provided the pressure. 2nd and 10. They go with some play action. And they throw it straight to Tuttle. It's off his hands. That should have been a 3rd interception on the day for Iwuoma. Instead, it's 3rd and 10. Get another chance here as they hand it off. Backup running back will set up a chip shot for Rakpo. He's already hit a long one today. This time, he sends it right down the middle. One of his easiest on the day. Well, the Cardinal do still keep this a 2-score game, but they need 2 touchdowns to take a lead. Starting back at the 25, they hand it off to Dog, who goes right side, a hard-earned 6. McDaniels there to help get the stop. Leaves 2nd and 4 as they go with play action and take a shot downfield for Blouse, who gets the catch, and he is gone. Cardinal, a 2-play drive to get themselves back in this game and the crowd back alive. It was press coverage with a single high safety, and their 1,000-yard receiver from last year answers back in a big way. And although he's had some bad passes in this one, that one from Gordon Draft was fantastic. On the run. And now he's got the Cardinal back in this game as Folk takes the handoff right down the middle. Cardinal were not expecting that. All the defenders are just sat flat-footed. They were waiting for the play-action roll. Instead, 1st and 10. They go back to Folk. He's got another 3. We'll see if that ends up being a statement for how the rest of the offense is going to be called as they go right back to Folk, who shakes the tackle, brought down by Kiki. And it's going to bring up a 3rd and about half a yard. As they do hand it off, Soma Pua on the safety blitz cleans it up. It's 4th and 4, and they force the punt. That's 2 huge drives for the Stanford Cardinal as they take over at the 23. And they've got to get their guy 32 rolling here. He takes the left side for 3. Not that he hasn't already had several big impactful runs, but he's really been their prominent force. Kramer takes the handoff triple option, and he had nowhere to go. Would have been much better if he kept it. Brings up a 3rd and 8 here. Draft. He's going to look to scramble here. He takes on McDaniels, and he picks up the 1st. Well, that might have been to a little help from the 2nd defender coming in. Help propel him forward. 1st and 10 at the 33. Go with the handoff. Dog takes another big hit. Will only be a gain of 1 as we tick inside 30 seconds left in the quarter. And a play action roll to the outside. Draft is going to keep it scrambling. He gets the first down and out of bounds. Well, that will take us to the fourth quarter. It's do or die time here in Palo Alto in a tight rivalry game, 13-7. The home team, they've got a mountain to climb. And they've done a great job of continuing their fight throughout. As we've got 9 minutes left, it's a 1st and 10 at the 45. As they hand it off to 32 with some running lane. First down, he trucks through the safety who came down to try to slow him down into plus side. Ace formation with a pulling guard in front. Back to him, and he trucks through 2-3 guys dragged down, but it looks like the offense will be dragged backwards as Aneni caught with a hold. And the unfortunate part is that it might have not really affected the play much at all. So 1st and 20 back on the opposite side of the 50. They go play action, and they couldn't get the screen out. Tom Jack with the blitz. He's made a lot of plays in the backfield, makes another one there. 2nd and 20. Throwing again, not enough time. Leaves the Cardinal well behind the chains here, 3rd and 20. You wonder if they would go for it if they get close to the first down marker. Hard count, they don't throw the flag, but they got an open receiver. It's Lanier who catches it. 10-5, touchdown. Cardinal will take the lead as Lanier beat McDaniels in the press coverage. What a play for the Stanford Cardinal, especially as Daniels already has 3 interceptions on the game. This time got burned off the line. Draft kept it nice and high. Lanier with the speed. And they finally answered here in Palo Alto. With a long 8 minutes still in front of us here, Notre Dame takes the field. And with a rack bow, they only need that opposite 40 for field goal range. They start with a quick RPO, gain of 1. It was a good job from Marcock there to crash on it. 2nd and 9. They go with a read option, and there goes Iwuoma outside. A ankle grab from Marcock brings him down. And that's where he really gets dangerous. When you start to get that pass rush, or you think, he bounces to the outside. Now they go back out to the RPO. Cassius Sampson with the play. Will be a loss of 1. 2nd and 11. They'll look to pass the ball here. Across the middle and wide open is their tight end. A perfect coverage beater. Once again, Stanford brought Marcock from that slot corner spot, and it just left one too few guys out there in coverage. As they go with a play action roll, it's Cassius Sampson with a big sack. Notre Dame back on the other side of the 50. That time the blitz pays off. It was the double A gap. They sent 6. 2nd and 20. As they set up a screen here, a great design. It looked like a normal passing play. The O-line did a great job of holding their water. Didn't get too far downfield. 3rd and 4. 2 spread either side. A zig to the outside. It's a first down for the Fighting Irish. They're doing a great job ebbing and flowing with the changing defense the Cardinal have brought. A lot of zone, a lot of man, a lot of blitz in this one. Folk with a bunch of space. A good job from Senior to negate what could have been a much bigger play. Brings up 2nd and 3. They go with a tight shotgun look. 1 receiver, 1 tight end each side. Hand it back off Folk. He's got space, and he is into the end zone. Fighting Irish retake the lead. And it was with a great offensive drive. A lot of different plays, a lot of different formations. Kept the Cardinal guessing. But they'll keep the offense out there. 19-14. As they hand it off, and it's a 2-point conversion. A touchdown would just beat a tie. And the Cardinal will have 3:54 to do so. They start back at the 24. They hand it off right-hand side. Montrell Dog with 4. He's closing in on another 100-yard rushing day. He needs 6 more. That'll be a first down for the Cardinal. They look his way. Linebacker flows well. And that leaves the Cardinal needing 4 more here on 3rd. At the 30. Hard count, no one jumps, though the edge man nearly did. And then throwing it out late, it's off the back of a lineman. A very strange call there from Draft to just let that one rip. It brings up a 4th and 4. The offense stays on the field. It's a hard count that no one jumps. Draft, he's making a change. Very risky here. Another hard count, no one jumps. Third hard count, and it looks like maybe they got the edge man, or no, they're pointing at Stanford. Looked like the edge guy jumped, but instead it will be a punt. And with 2:44 left, Notre Dame can put this game away. Stanford need to get a stop. As they go with a quick throw, it's a catch, first down. RPO call on first down, a magnificent choice. And they will have to snap this ball before the 2-minute break. Cardinal look to be creeping down towards the line, and Tuttle with a big hit. That'll send us through the 2-minute break. 2nd and 14. Expect that they would look to run here. Indeed they do. Tuttle comes down to make another play. It's another timeout called, and a 3rd and 15. Cardinal need to get off the field here. They hand it off to Folk, and Schlegel gets the tackle. Good news is it's not a great punt. Cardinal will go to the 36. They need a touchdown to tie, and they save 2 timeouts for the offense. Play action. And throwing, it comes up a little short and broken up. Again, the rush just happens to arrive right when someone is breaking open. 2nd and 10. Hard count again, no one jumps, though they nearly did. They look to throw, they find Moses, and he drops it. Not the time to be dropping catches here. It's 3rd and 10. Hard count, this time they'll get the defender to jump. He nearly gave it to him. Last time they said the tackle did. This time the roles are reversed. It's 3rd and 5. They get the snap off just before the time expires, and there goes Draft. He's going to get the first down. He's out at about the 47. A key conversion there. They've got less than a minute to try to tie this game. As they look downfield, there was definitely some bump coverage, and it threw off the timing. Notre Dame got to be pretty lucky there that one was not flagged. 2nd and 10. Stanford. As they'll look to scramble here, Draft, he picks up the first down. He takes a hit in the process. They do still have some timeouts if they choose to use them. First down does stop the clock till they get back to the line. Inside 45 seconds. And again, Draft scrambles. This time a timeout will come in. Cardinal trying to spread out this Fighting Irish defense. They've done well when they've scrunched them down, but now they've got to beat them spread out. As they got a one-on-one to the outside. Ball comes up short, but it looks like that actually helps the Cardinal. A great adjustment from Moses. Heads up play. He gets the catch down at the 8. But now it's goal-to-go situations here. They've got to have the touchdown. And it's a high-pointed ball and a touchdown, Moses. Cardinal will tie the game here with a PAT. 31 seconds left, leaving 3 timeouts for Notre Dame and Arakpo, who has a very strong leg. But Iwuoma will have to drive from the 25. Again, around that 40-yard mark is where they need to be. Cantwell provides pressure down the middle. Iwuoma bounces to the outside. He's got a bunch of grass in front of him and slides down at the 50. Already about 10 yards away from where they need to be with 23 seconds. Cardinal quick throw, it's picked off, Tim Easy. And we might be looking at overtime here with no timeouts left for the Cardinal. They're at the 46, maybe hit a deep out, and you have a chance at a field goal to win on senior day here in Palo Alto. Well, this crowd is electric right now as they're trying to cheer on their offense. They got to make one big play to make it all happen. And they let that play clock go all the way down, and a false start? It looked like they were trying to snap the ball, but I guess the crowd just a little too into it. Buys them a little bit more time, but now they're 5 yards further. And under pressure, the ball flips out. What was Draft doing? I guess with time expired, try to make a play by flipping it to the nearest offensive player. What a way for that to come to a close. They miss out on an opportunity to try to win it in regulation. But to overtime we go. Both teams will get a chance to score if both teams get a touchdown and hit their point after we go to a second overtime. In that one, you will have to go for 2 if you score. After that point, it is 2-point tries until we have a winner. And it'll be the Cardinals starting on offense at the 25. Maryland I. As they go to Montreal Dog, it opens up a big truck stick. They're down to the 12. They were forced to pass so much in that second half, they had to go away from the running game. Now they could go right back to it. Montreal Dog, another run to the left, another 4. And I'm sure they'll keep going his way. They hand it off. Power left-hand side. Dog rolling about a yard short. Gotta convert here as they pin Biggs versus Big. Thompson the running back, but they go Kramer. First down for the Cardinal. Not often do they hand it off to the fullback. Pays off there. Big versus Big, and Montreal Dog will walk in behind, said Kramer. Cardinals score on their first possession here of overtime. They'll tack on a PAT and then to defense. It's 4-down territory from here on out. Notre Dame at the 25 with a 1st and 10. Cardinal bring the quick blitz, and it's a quick throw to their tight end who shakes the tackle, and it's a one-play touchdown drive. Notre Dame hushes the crowd immediately coming off their touchdown, and they had 3 different chances to make a play on that. But it does put the ball right back into the court of Notre Dame as we are tied up here 28-28. We head into overtime 2. This is where if you get a touchdown, you must go for 2. The 1st and 10 starting back at the 25. They go with a read option. Schlegel, he gets trucked over. I'm sure a little bit of anger with 2 interceptions on Iwuoma takes that out on him. 2nd and 4 following the gain of 6. As they go 2 to the right-hand side, 1 to the left. Play action. And they throw. It's a drop pick. Thad Smith had that route down to a T, but he couldn't make the play. And now they hand it off Folk. He's got the 1st down. If Iwuoma kept that, he would have been smoked by Sampson. Instead, it's 1st and 10 at the 11. They could still get another fresh set of downs. Stretching this to the outside, and they're going to say touchdown. I'm not sure if he actually crossed the plane there or not, but it will force a 2-point try here unless they overturn it. And we're getting a thumbs up from the booth, so it will stand. 2-point try here for Notre Dame. Cardinal bring the blitz, throws late, and it's caught. 8-point play. Cardinal will need a touchdown and a 2-point try to send this into ultimately what is a slugfest. Just as how the Cardinal ended their last drive, it's goal line here at the 25 as they challenge the Big versus Big, and Dog couldn't quite burst through. But it's a gain of about 9.5, play 1. Keeping with the big set, Montreal Dogs, he's got the 1st down. And they'll give him a breather. With a 1st and 10, they now go spread wide. Draft will look to keep it. He gets by the DT, puts on a spin move, and it's a touchdown for the Cardinal. But now they need the 2-point try. And if there wasn't enough pressure on this play alone, their playoff hopes may very well rest on converting this. They gotta hit the 2-pointer, 2 spread either side. They're gonna move this potentially a little bit closer as they get the DT to jump. Or actually, they're going to keep it in the same exact spot. They do not move that ball any closer. Our count again, not that it would do much. Draft hands this one off Thompson, and he's in. We're headed to overtime 3, where the ball gets placed right by the goal line, and it's plowing ahead for both sides. Cardinals start, and it's Wildcat with Dog. They'll take it to the left-hand side, and it's a stop from Notre Dame. They tried a trick-ish play, snap it to their main man, and they couldn't get the 1 block. So now it goes to the defense. They have to get the stop here, otherwise it is game over, and Notre Dame wins. They send 3 to the right-hand side, and it's a stop by Cassius Sampson. We'll go into another round. This time, it'll be Notre Dame up first. They've got to make the stop. As they start with pistol. And hand it off. Cassius Sampson gets there first. Kiki cleans it up. It'll come down to the offense. They get in the end zone. They win the game. And the ball is placed 3 yards away. 2 spread either side. Hard count again, no one jumps. Draft keeps it in. 95 makes the play yet again. He stopped it the last time. This one just keeps going. Another round in overtime. Offense on the field. They get motion from the slot. Go with the jet sweep, and it'll be a score for Moses here. We're going to tack on 2 more. It's 2-point v 2-point. And back over to the defense. We've seen both teams run different plays every single time. One of these will ultimately be the winner. Bunch to the left-hand side. They will look to throw the ball, and they find it. We're still going here in Palo Alto. Eventually, these teams will run out of 3-yard plays, but it is 38-38 as it's a big hit from Kiki. He just murdered that man. Folk has got to go get a concussion protocol. I mean, everything checked. That was a monstrous hit. This for the win. Cardinal got to get into the end zone. As Draft steps up, he dives. The Cardinal will end this game. Finally, the rivalry goes to the way of the Cardinal, 42-38. And with that, they should 100% be headed to the Pac-12 Championship. Win that one, and you're definitely headed to the playoffs. As it stood heading into this game, if they win, it would be the USC Trojans, a team they have not played this year. And they barely made it by this rival in Notre Dame. Draft really had to step up in this one. Game got away from them early with a lot of mistakes from that quarterback spot, a lot of turnovers. But passing game answered back. Dog helped polish things off, and, well, we went 2-point play after 2-point play. But if that's not how you round out a regular season, I don't know what is. And as we head into the next week, we get the official banner. We are headed to the Pac-12 Championship, as it looks like USC actually even dropped this last week as well. And if that's not good enough news, we also tack on 2 more recruits. The gem 4-star Jamarcus Middlebrooks, a run support free safety out of Denton, Texas, as well as another gem free safety run support out of Florida, Deerfield Beach, Enrique Gonzalez. And for the first time under Coach Barrington, we will have a chance to win the Pac-12 Championship. Even though we've had 4 really good seasons, we've missed out on it just barely each time. And it'll be against one of our biggest rivals from early on in this series. We have Shannon Tam at quarterback, the redshirt senior. 38 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 67% complete, 3,700 passing yards. It's a pretty good season. Running game with Manuel Costa. Not too bad, 3.45 touchdowns. It definitely could be better. Looks like Tam will scramble around a little bit. Receiving, though, that's where we need our secondary to step up, like they ended up doing later on in this game. They got some picks, really saved our butt. 11 touchdowns for Gano, 10 for Eberle, and another 11 for Bayern. And if I'm not mistaken, Eberle was a receiver that I tried to recruit, and he ended up choosing to go to USC. So a chance at a little bit of some personal revenge for Coach Barrington. Looking towards their defense, they've got a star middle linebacker in Kirk Beck, 76 tackles. Doesn't get involved in the backfield. In fact, it's more of a group effort there. Tyler Rivera does lead them in TFLs, but he will be out in the Pac-12 Championship, so Sean Mintz will have to step in. Sack-wise, Josh Ozogu, 5.5. They got Cole Finger, another 5.5. Stump in there with 5. They've got some guys who will make some plays. Hoff Richter has 3 picks. And kicking-wise, Gammon, 13 of 13. He's at a long of 50, so it looks like we have another strong leg kicker to keep an eye on. Well, what a way to bring this regular season to an end. Overtime rivalry win. We just kept battling back and forth. And it sends us to the Pac-12 Championship. If we win that game, we'll be well on our way to the college football playoffs, as we are back to being the number 1 seed. Tulane, they finished 12-0, but they're going to be at the 4 spot. Oklahoma currently at 3, Bama at 2. And as it stands right now, USC has dropped out of the first round. So if we lose this game, there is a very good chance that we don't even make it to the college football playoffs. So we got to come ready to play. And we're going to need you in that student section cheering us on. So hit that bear icon on the bottom right or scroll down at the sub button and tap that bell icon so you're notified of when this video goes live and when all of my series go live. This series every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Jaguars, Tuesday, Thursday. And it's arguably the biggest game we've had yet. Up next, our chance to win our first championship. We made it to the playoff once. That game doesn't touch this. A chance to be officially top of the Pac-12. We'll see you next time.